Good morning, fifth grade. This is Miss J, and today is Tuesday, May 26th. I hope you all enjoyed your long weekend. In order to be prepared for math class today, you should have, of course, this YouTube lesson open. You should also have today's math lesson open in a separate tab and your notes for Unit 6. In front of you, you should have a piece of scratch paper and a pencil. Based on everything you know about priority and power of operations, simplify the following expressions. Your first expression for today's PST is 20 plus 12 divided by 3 times 2 minus 2 times 2. Go ahead and look back at your notes if necessary to solve for number 1. Once you've completed number 1, resume the video. Welcome back. Now let's talk through this problem together. What's the first operation that we're going to start with in problem number 1? That's right. We're going to start with multiplication and division. Now I'm going to tell you that we actually need to go in a specific order when we do the multiplication and division, because if we don't, then we're going to get all different answers. I'm also going to tell you that we're going to move from left to right and do all the multiplication and division problem parts of the expression. So what's the first one we're going to do? Yep, that's right. 12 divided by 3. We know 12 divided by 3 is 4. So we're going to rewrite the expression having simplified that part of the expression. This is what you should have gotten. If you didn't get this, pause your video, fix your work, and come back when you're ready to move on. Now we're going to scan from left to right again. We're going to stop the moment we see a multiplication or division part. Where do we stop? Yep, we stop at 4 times 2. What's 4 times 2? 8. Awesome. Let's rewrite the expression down below with that step completed. If you need to revise your work, pause the video, resume it when you're ready to go. Okay. We need to keep scanning from left to right for multiplication and division. Do we have any multiplication or division left? Yep, we got 2 times 2. Great. What's 2 times 2? It's 4. Let's rewrite now that we've simplified. Let's rewrite now that we've simplified it. Now we have 20 plus 8 minus 4. Do we have any more multiplication or division left? No. Great. So what do we do now? We need to solve the addition and subtraction from left to right. So what are we going to tackle first? Yep, 20 plus 8, which equals 28. We're going to rewrite the work below. Now we have 28 minus 4, and when we do that step, we get 24. Okay, let's review what we did. So we did multiplication and division. We scanned the expression from left to right, and we did all the multiplication and division parts in order. Then, once we only had addition and subtraction, we did the same thing. We scanned the expression from left to right and did the addition and subtraction in order. The other big thing that we did is that we rewrote after every single step. Look at my work right now. This is what your work should look like every single time. Be sure to copy down your notes for today. If an expression has no parentheses but has multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction, you start with multiplication and division first. Solve left to right because they have the same strength/importance. Then you solve for addition and subtraction, solving left to right. You make sure that you're solving one step at a time, and you should rewrite every operation/term that you haven't completed yet each time you start a new line. Use these notes to help you solve for number 2. So now you're going to get a chance to practice this again. Pause the video, do number 2, and come back when you're ready to go over number 2. Welcome back. So for number 2, we have 48 minus 7 times 2 plus 10 divided by 2 minus 3. What are we going to start with first? That's right, we're going to start with 7 times 2. Because we always start with multiplication and division going left to right. And multiplication here comes first. 7 times 2 is 14. Then we rewrite our expression. 48 minus 14 plus 10 divided by 2 minus 3. What step are we going to tackle next? Exactly. 10 divided by 2. 10 divided by 2, equals 5. We rewrite our expression, and we have 48 minus 14 plus 5 minus 3. Is there any multiplication or division left? No. So now we're going to solve for addition and subtraction, moving left to right. So next we would do 48 minus 14. And that will give us 34. Rewriting our expression, 34 plus 5 minus 3. Again, we're still moving left to right. So we're going to add 34 plus 5. And we get 39. Rewriting our expression, 39 minus 3. And that's all that's left. And our answer is 36. If you made any mistakes, or if your work does not look like mine, go back and revise. If you're all done, you're going to move on to your guided practice and practice problems for today. Once you've completed that, come back to the video so that we can go over the work together. Welcome back. So, right now we're going to go over our guided practice and our practice problems. As we go along, make sure that you're pausing the video and revising any mistakes that you have made. Number 1, 10 times 4 minus 9 plus 8 divided by 2. Again, we're moving from left to right, always beginning with multiplication and division because they show the same importance. So we're going to solve. So we're going to start with 10 times 4, which equals 40. Rewrite our expression. 40 minus 9 plus 8 divided by 2. Then we're going to divide, and we get 4. Our new expression is 40 minus 9 plus 4. Now we only have subtraction and addition left, so we can just solve from left to right. 40 minus 9 is 31, plus 4 equals 35. Number 2, 50 plus 9 minus 3 plus 4 times 6 times 2. Of course, we're going to start with multiplication and division first, if we have it. Here we have multiplication, so we're going to start there first. 4 times 6 is 24 times 2 equals 48. Rewriting our expression to have 50 plus 9 minus 3 plus 48. The only operations we have left is addition and subtraction, so we're going to solve from left to right. 50 plus 9 is 59. Rewrite our expression. 59 minus 3 is 56. Rewrite our expression again. 56 plus 48 is 104. Your secret code for today's math lesson is CUP. C-U-P. Again, the secret code for today's math lesson is CUP. C-U-P. So right now, you're going to check your work. If your work does not look like mine, I want you to pause the video and revise your work so that it looks just like mine. Make sure that you are still doing your own work. Even if we have the answers on the video, you should always be doing your own work and then using the video as a reference to check your work. So number 1, again, you're starting with multiplication because it is the most powerful operation. Then you're going to be able to solve from left to right. So your answer should have been 202. Go ahead and check your answers from 1 through 6, and we're going to go over number 7 together. For number 7, we're going to write an expression for each situation and simplify. So there were 60 first graders in the cafeteria for a presentation. 5 asked to go to the bathroom, and then one whole class, 15 students, had to go back to their classroom early. The students that were left were split into 5 groups. How many students were in each group? So, in order to create an expression for this word problem, let's break it down. We know that we started with 60 first graders. If 5 asked to go to the bathroom, and then one whole class had to go back to their classroom early, what operation are we using there? That's right. We're using subtraction. So again, we're going to make sure that in our expression, we're showing that step by step. So we start out with 60 first graders and 5 asked to go to the bathroom. So we're going to write that in our expression as 60 minus 5. Then one whole class of 15 students had to go back to their classroom. So we're also going to subtract that. And remember, we're using parentheses to show priority. So before we can subtract 15, we're going to subtract 5 so that our expression is showing or representing this word problem. Then we know that the students that were left over were split into 5 groups. So again, we put parentheses around 60 minus 5, and then around 60 minus 5 minus 15 to show that that's our priority to solve for first. Once we've solved for that, then we're ready to divide by 5 to show that the students that were left were split into those groups. Then we're going to figure out how many students were left in each group. So we know that 60 minus 5 is 55. And we're going to rewrite our expression. 55 minus 15 divided by 5. 55 minus 15 equals 40. So we simplified our expression to 40 divided by 5. 40 divided by 5 equals 8. So there were 8 students in each group. So right now you're going to head over to your exit ticket in Google Classrooms and complete it. If you have any questions about our math lesson for today, make sure that you're advocating for yourself and reaching out to your teachers for help and requesting conferences if needed.